What is going on, guys? Good evening. God bless y'all. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. We are live. We are in Addison. My daughter is currently having a soccer practice or quick soccer gathering with her friends. But as promised, I said I would go live every Friday at around 8. The reason I'm going a little bit earlier today is because I am kind of close for a dead battery and I'm not close to home. So I was like, you know what? Let me go live today at 7:30. I know I'm a little bit earlier, but again, I don't want to interfere with the battery. Let me know if you guys can hear me pretty good. But on today's live, I really want to talk about just three topics. Topic number one is we are going to be talking about. A lot of you guys have seen today's video. I appreciate for the support on that one. And I'm getting inboxes on how I where did the water go in that video. So I'm gonna explain to you guys how I did that. Right. So topic number one is going to be about today's water containment video. And we're going to be talking about rinseless products. Yeah, it's definitely a nice and cold one out here today in Dallas. Yeah, I'm actually pretty warm. I'll show you. The girls are. I kind of like this, so hopefully this works. If it does, then I might do these more often. But I'm rocking with my usual my fluffy parka. This is a beautiful winter jacket. My daughter's over there running around having some fun. But um, let's begin overall this week. How was this? Let me know if you guys can hear me pretty good. Let me know if you guys can hear me. Today I kind of again we're testing the Hollylands, I think they're called. So let me know if you guys can hear me pretty clear. So loud and clear. Awesome, awesome. But we're gonna begin this week. We're gonna begin with a weekly rundown, as usual. Like I said, the beginning stage of this live is always gonna be just kind of telling you guys how my week was, what I did for this week. So for this week, Monday through Thursday, strictly training. Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, I had the opportunity to do a training in Fort Worth where I trained a total of four guys, two part timers, two full timers. But my main concentration was truly on the full timers. Um, and I might upload a quick video on that. I didn't record much, but Monday through Wednesday we did a 3 day training. Day one was really more of um, the objective of this training was the client calls me and said, "Hey, I want to see if you can work with my guys, kind of get them a little bit more balanced, get them on track. If there's anything you feel like they need to change, do it right." So the first day was me just kind of watching them work, kind of see how they move around the shop, and then I was just taking notes. And then throughout half of the day, I kind of took over and I said, "All right, we need to start doing this, this, and this." Right. By day three, these guys were amazing. When I say these guys caught on real quickly, they were moving, they were getting these details out. It was really a fun experience. And then on Thursday, I did a one-on-one training at it's called Nationwide Auto Services, um, and I had the opportunity of working one-on-one with he's like the shop guy. He takes care of the shop. He's never detailed, but washed his own vehicle. So experience was very minimal. But it was really cool kind of seeing him kind of evolve. On the car wash side, they were like, give him paint correction, teach him everything. And I was like, yeah, we're not going to do that. It's hard training somebody that um, doesn't have the knowledge, if that makes sense, um, in that field. And for that reason, I opted him out of the paint correction and all of that. We strictly focus on maintenance washes and interior details, right? And then I was like, you know what? That's the only two things I'm gonna be focusing with this gentleman. And the company understood, and they're like, okay, that's fine. Um, so I didn't give him like that full class. I was like, this guy doesn't really know much about car wash, car detailing. So for that reason, he is not gonna get the correction and the ceramic coating. So I only taught him like the basics, but he caught on really, really quick. I told him, hey, here in a couple months, if your boss wants me to come back, we'll come back and teach you paint correction, teach you ceramic coatings, but I need you to learn the basics first, right? So that's kind of how my week was today. Obviously, Friday, we only did a maintenance wash. Well, not even maintenance. I only did the exterior of the Mercedes that you guys saw on today's video. So it really was it was a busy week for sure. Trainings, until Friday, till today. I had my first I got to go out on the field, so I was very excited for that. Because sometimes I miss being out in the field. I don't know about you guys, but I miss working outside. I thought Texas was warm. Yeah, man, Texas is it's warm, but it's definitely cold right now. It's definitely nice and chilly, but as long as I wear this jacket, I'm good. Trust me, I'm good. I literally can walk with shorts wearing this, and I'm hot. But that was the rundown for the week. I promise I don't want to keep you guys here very long today. But question I was asked, or a couple questions that came in on Instagram were about today's video. Carlos, how's your pops? Hey, my dad. Well, we are, we're still on standby. He hasn't got the surgery done because he misunderstood the message. But he did see a knee surgeon. Now we are just waiting for him to get a clear from his primary care doctor, I guess, to approve the surgery. I don't know how all that works, but he's in high spirits. He's in high spirits. We are just anxiously waiting for all this to kind of just finish, and hopefully he can do better. Low key, I'm a little bit worried. I feel like I'm gonna be needing a knee replacement uh, very soon. But honestly, that looks like the perfect bonfire weather. Yes, yes. Alan Davis, thank you for being here, guys. But let's begin the topic with today's video, the containment mat, right? One question I did have on it was, how did you get the water, to not go anywhere? So I hooked up my extractor. I put a vacuum attachment to it in the corner. And then as I was washing the vehicle, all the water was kind of coming to the corner. And then it was just getting sucked up into the extractor. Obviously, my extractor is 10 gallons. I think on average, I might waste about maybe like 5 gallons of water per wash, I think. So I have room, right? So I'm not too worried of like, dang, I'm gonna run out of room, right? So I was good there. I use my extractor to vacuum the water into the extractor, and then I just dump it out. When I get home, I dump it out, and that's kind of how I kind of did it today. One of the questions I did get and saw was, how come I didn't go rinseless on it? One, I hate rinseless. Two, rinseless is boring. Three, rinseless does not book me appointments. I'm serious. Foaming a car gives me appointments. I'm not gonna lie. Every time I try to use rinseless, cars just keep driving by. They don't care. But whenever you got foam on a car, you're foaming a car. Trust me, people are gonna slow down. They're gonna see you're washing a car, and you're gonna get more bookings. And that's one of the reasons why I tend to not do rinseless. Honestly, to me, rinseless is boring. It's a lot of work, if that makes sense. So for that reason is a reason why I don't do rinseless. Rinseless is a great product. So true. Foam always make people look. Yes, rinseless. I will say rinseless does not give me bookings. Foaming a car does give me bookings. When I foam a car, a bunch of cars slow down. They roll down their windows. Hey, what are you doing? What do you do? It gets people talking. Rinseless, people just keep driving by. I didn't like watching my guy use a rinseless. I felt let down. I'm a rinseless gal, by the way. Yeah, rinseless is gonna have its. You have your rinseless people, you have your foaming people. At the end of the day, we all have our preferred choices. In my world, in my scenario, foaming a car is gonna work always for me because of the scenarios, everything I work on. Vehicles are not as clean. Papa G says, "Hey, what's up, Papa G?" So for me, using a foam cannon is gonna be the best method for me. Plus, I book more clients when I foam a car. I have nothing against rinseless. I just think it's an overhyped product. A lot of people are on the rinseless train, and you kind of get tired, man. You kind of get tired of hearing the same thing. We hear it in every podcast. Let's talk rinseless, like bro, talk about something else. But and the reason I didn't use rinses is because one, we just had a big ice storm. So for that reason, I didn't want to use rinseless. I have to pressure wash. The undercarriage really good. So that's one of the reasons why I opted out of rinseless. Two, I have to use my generator um, to pressure wash the vehicle. But there's just a lot of things that at times I don't really care for rinses. But that's one of the reasons I just don't like rinses. That's just my opinion, and I know a lot of you guys don't like when I say I hate rinses. I do. It's boring. It doesn't book me jobs. But on to topic number two, and I'm really gonna try to keep this under 30 minutes for you guys today, because my battery is going low. But topic number two, Carlos, how do you feel about Volkswagens? How do I feel about Volkswagens? They're nice cars, man. The turbos, the twin turbos, they're nice. They're nice cars. I really enjoy them. They ride smooth. The stick shifts, oh, they're sick. Um, but are they called the Jetties? Jedi's? I don't. I forget. The hatchbacks are nice. Like the one you have, it's a nice car. Good answer. Get this guy in the group. What group? But topic number two that I wanted to talk about today was somebody had asked me was am I looking into getting the Ergo battery powered the battery generator, if that makes sense. um and the answer to that is not yet. I think here we're still good for the price. I just can't see myself buying that battery powered generator. It's cool, it's quiet, but I just can't see myself buying it yet. I think eventually we'll have to lean towards that technology of battery powered, because yeah, I would love it to be working in like these garages and stuff where it's just quiet, and I think it'll be good. But I don't think I'm gonna buy it anytime soon, not for the price. I think they're like 3,000, 4,000. And for that scenario, yeah, I don't think it's a product for me yet, right? And one of the topics, or the last topic I kind of wanted to talk to you guys was uh, scaling your business um, in 2025, right? How are you going to scale your business in 2025? Or you know what? I think I covered that topic. I guess I had wrote it down today, but I must have talked about that topic on the last one. So let's just skip that one. Give me 1 second. I know I wrote my notes here. Hold on. Okay, here it is. 1 second. Hey, here it is. So a question I got asked, and I wrote it down, was how come I do not like talking over the phone, and I do mostly texting. When it comes to my business, I do not like talking to clients over the phone. One, because I forget things very quickly, and two, I forget to write down kind of what the conversation was about. So if there's any feedback I can give you guys is, you're gonna have the people that say I would rather talk to the clients, and then I have those that say I would rather text my clients. I'm a texter. Usually I will start the conversation on the phone, and then I'll tell the customer, hey, is it okay if we continue this conversation through text, through email? What's the best number? And then we switch over to texting. When I text my clients, it's easier for me to one, remember what price we agreed on, everything that was said in that conversation. As to if I talk to my clients on average over the phone, I literally forget what we talked about, what was the cost, and all of that. So that's one of the reasons why I tend to switch everything over to texting, because one, I just don't like talking to clients on the phone that much. I would rather text them. Texting provides receipts. Yep, it sure do. I freaking hate talking on the phone. I don't care if it's my own family, right? I'd be telling my family like, "Hey, bro, text me." I'm the same, man. I like to reference. I take notes. Yes, JB, my house phone would ring, and I mean, like, I can't screenshot a phone call when someone gives me gossip. um, so if it's not in my phone book, it goes to voicemail. Same. It goes to voicemail. I'd be doing the same thing. Um, but that's one of the reasons. That was a good question I got asked a while back. Like, hey, how come you said it in the past? You hate talking on the phone and you take everything over to text. How does that work? I think it just falls down to the initial contact, which is like that phone call. When clients call me, I'll answer it, right? Get some feedback, get some information, and then I just tell them like, hey, is it okay if I continue this conversation via email? What's the best way to contact you? If I can text you, what's the best number? And a lot of the clients, they're like, yeah, that's fine. Here's a number, my best number to reach me, right? And then that's when I continue the conversation. um Obviously, the first point of conversation is always going to be through the phone, and then I cut it down real quick, and then I say, hey, look, we're going to continue this over a text message or email. If you could text me some pictures of the interior. Once they send it to me, now we are in the game. Right now, we are playing the game to book the client. Kimberly MC, I forgot we had a home phone one time, and also wonder over. What up, Sal? Um, so that's kind of how I do it. I'm a very old school detailer. I don't have a website, and I keep repeating that over and over because people don't believe me. They're like, "How do you stay so busy if you don't have a website? You don't have nothing." Like, it's just word of mouth. And I'm just a very likable gentleman. I'm a very likable detailer, in my opinion. And that's kind of how I do it. Right? We start over the phone, then we go right over to text messages, and then we have everything there in just pretty much like in black and white. Should anything change, it's all in writing, right? Many times I will talk to clients over the phone, and you're like, dude, what did I charge this, or what did I quote her? Now you're lost. So that's one of the reasons that I just kind of write everything. And then at times when I forget things, I can literally go to text and kind of put on the search bar like whatever I we kind of talked about, and then I'll find that conversation, and it's all there. I wanted to pick him up, and yeah, dude, you're so tall, man. You're so tall, dude. Um, but that is one of the things that I tend to do. When it comes to conversations with clients, I pretty much take them from the phone, and we switch right over to texting. And I've had no issues, but you're gonna get a little bit of feedbacks of other people where they'll say, hey, that don't work for me. All my clients want to be, they want to go through my website, and that's all great. I don't, I just, I don't care for a website, to be honest, at this current time. Just a couple days ago, I was driving down the freeway, and if he's watching, I'm sorry. But he was like, hey man, I love all your videos. I don't even know if he watches my videos. Obviously, the back of my tailgate says follow me on YouTube. So he probably glanced at my channel really quick, and obviously to get a sale, he was like, man, I love your videos. I love everything. He was like, I build websites. Look, I build you one. And I was like, bro, you built one while you were on the freeway? He was like, man, check it out, dude. This thing is fire, bro. Man, when I tell you I got this thing and I looked at it, oh my God. Took me to when I signed with Thrive for that website. It was horrible. It looked like it just some of these website developers, man, they be they be lying. Obviously he said it was free, so it looked like a free website. But I'm just not into websites. Like, I'm very old school. Like, just tell me what you need, what you want, and we're gonna book it. I'll give you my two prices, and that's it. Don't make it too complicated for my clients, right? But we're in a different generation now. A lot of retailers have websites, SEO. They have marketing, they have all of this. Or if now you got those retailers who just started maybe like 2 months ago, and then 6 months later they're like, I'm now. Uh, Contact me if you want your business to grow. We do marketing and we do everything. Like, bro, you just started. Carlos mad that GeoCities doesn't do websites. Who's that? I don't know who GeoCities is. If anyone gets the reference, that would be great. If you acknowledge, dang, I don't know who GeoCities is. But yeah, that's one of the things that I got asked about is how come I don't continue the conversations over on the phone, because I just can't. I forget things and then I'm screwed. So I convert them really quickly over to texting, which makes it just so much easier for me. And we are at 20 minutes. Again, I told you I was gonna keep it very short because my phone is about to die too. But I was like, I gotta make sure I go live because I promised it. Wish I did. What is AOL? Hey, I remember AOL. You had to wait for that thing to ring, and then finally you get a signal. But lastly, I'm gonna end this video today with ending it with the conversation of vacuuming first or vacuum last in your interior detailing. Oh shoot. Um, where is also is at home. That boy. I didn't want to bring him out here because usually there's a lot of kids, a lot of people running at this park. Um, but I guess everybody kind of wimped out because it's really cold. So I kind of feel bad I didn't bring him. But yeah, he's at home. Tomorrow he'll get his weekend. He'll get his weekend ride where we leave and we go drive around town, and he gets to be out in the window and let the breeze hit him with his goggles. So let's see, vacuum first and last, both low. So vacuum. Nothing like supporting your kids on a chilly night. Yeah, yes. But I was like, she was like, why are you taking your tripod? I was like, because I gotta go live in case, in case we're home late. I gotta make sure I promise. So, I was like, I'm gonna be live. Sal, I started from the bottom, not here. But to end this conversation with vacuuming, right? A lot of people ask me, like, Carlos, do you vacuum first when you're detailing? And the answer to that is yes. And I think I've mentioned it in other videos. Is I do a quick vacuum, right? I will blow an interior very quickly. Then I'm gonna vacuum the interior very quickly. It's not a detailed vacuum. I'm just trying to get the majority of the stuff lifted off the floor. So when I come back and do my extraction, it's gonna be much quicker, right? After I do my vacuuming, then I go into my cleaning process on the dashboards, cup holders, center console, steering wheels, right, seats, doors, and then we get into the extraction phase, right? And then at the very end, I will do a quick vacuum, nothing crazy, because the extractor I use, I pretty much use it as a vacuum as well. So, but I am a vacuum first, vacuum quickly. But I know a lot of detailers when they start vacuuming a car, man, they literally take like 30 minutes, 45 minutes on a vacuuming a car because they're trying to get everything from this carpet. Plus, a lot of these detailers use that really thin and narrow, rigid vacuum extension, the black one, and I hate that. Everywhere I go or I see a detailer using it, I'm like, bro, you need to upgrade to this orange one. By switching over to a wider nozzle, you're gonna be able to vacuum a vehicle much quicker. As if you're using those really thin nozzles, majority of the bigger items do not go through there. So it's like you're working double. So I highly recommend you go get you one of those orange crevice nozzle vacuums to vacuum an interior much quicker. It's gonna speed you up much faster, right? But that pretty much concludes, I would say, today's conversation. It was a very short conversation. Obviously, again, I don't want my phone to die. But battery pack vacuum. Yeah, you could use those too. Big, better, faster. Yes. So that's kind of concludes today's conversation on these topics, right? And hopefully you guys enjoyed it. I know it wasn't an hour long live. Today was a really short one. Carlos, you ever use the big floppy crevice tool from Buff Bright? I do have that one in my truck setup. I do not pull it out often. Very rarely. My orange crevice nozzle does just fine, to where I don't have to resort to anything else. But there is some scenarios where I will pull out that big wand. But my orange crevice nozzle usually does the job. So Anyways, we are gonna log off here, and I kind of see everything wrapping up, so we can go home because it is chilly. But anyways, I hope all of you guys have an amazing weekend. Videos that are coming up ahead, hopefully next week, is we're gonna be testing Jimbo's Super Soaper, Super Duper Foamer, or whatever the thing is called. What do you say? Loso, send me that beanie, fam, bro. I gotta make more beanies. I gotta make more beanies. If I once I make more, I promise I'll send you one out there. Have a great weekend, Carlos. That beanie is clean, yeah, bro. Have I showed you the back of my jacket? Here, I'll show y'all. So for this jacket, I ended up waiting for like over a month to get it here. But I took it to my embroidery shop people, and they put my logo on the back, my logo in the front. This jacket here, if you guys want one, they're about $100 on Amazon. And then obviously you can take it to your business, and then they can put the embroidery all in there. So, but I'll probably post a link to this one because a lot of you guys have been asking where I bought this jacket. I got it from Amazon, and then I took it to my embroidery shop that does all my logos, and then they did the embroidery on my jacket, which I paid like another. I know this one was expensive because of the big Serrano logo in the back. They charged me a lot for that back one. Um, but honestly, it's probably one of the most warmest jackets I've ever worn. But I'll post a link to this one so you guys can get it. It's literally like $100. It is not like 100% waterproof. That is the only downside to it. But on dry days like today, man, it's a perfect jacket. I stay warm all day. So, anyways, I don't want to keep you guys here very long. We're about to head out. I hope all of you guys have an amazing weekend. So definitely expect the next videos with Jimbo Super Duper Soaper, and the I bought also his interior cleaner, I think. So we're gonna test those out, give you guys my honest feedback on that. But that's kind of the only two videos I have left to do. So definitely expect some videos on that. And no, they were not sponsored. No, Jimbo did not send them to me. I don't even know the guy that well, and I don't even think I fit the criteria to be sent anything. So I bought them before anybody asked, like, "Oh, Jimbo sent it to you." No, I don't even know the guy that well. But yeah. Anyways, you guys be safe. Take care. I'm gonna catch you guys on the next video.